So I think a lot of you come to classes like this and enter into dialogues like this because you're really asking, what am I? What is this? What is this all for? How did I get here? You wake up and I think that. I think, how the hell did I get here? How did an Australian girl, born in Blackwood, Adelaide, South Australia, click her heels and land in Melbourne/Berkeley Heights, New Jersey? How is that? Like, what force plucked me out of that safe, secure place of family, of foods that I know, smells that I know, friends that I know, schools that I know? We speak the same language, English, but we have colloquialisms and expressions and all of that I know, to then spiral me out into a whole different experience, into a whole different reality. So every morning I'm thinking that, how did I get here? And you should think that. These are important thoughts to think. How did I get here? Where did I come from? What is this all for? Where did I come from? Because by thinking, by waking up each morning and asking yourself these questions, you're starting to expand and sense your expansive nature, your full expansive being. Because your expansive being is started way before your experience right here, right now. Everything that came before, through time and space, way beyond your personality mind's comprehension, it has conspired, has worked its butt off to arrive you here, has worked its butt off, has moved mountains, has put petrol in your car, money in your pocket, moved relationships aside, has created this opportunity and gently coaxed you to arrive here. And every morning is the same. So it's a good mindset to start think of yourself including all that's come before and all even that's yet to be. Because I feel like it's setting your mindset in that way also creates that space. It creates that space between your expansive, it gathers your expansive nature, that expansive perspective, to create a little bit of, my mind's giving me buffer, it's not really what I mean, but a buffer between your expansive nature and the minutiae, which is included, it's not excluded. So one of the questions that you're asking is, in a way, your personality is asking, how can I live this life a little better? Like, that's really what your personality's kind of game plan is. It's like, how can I just be happy? But how can my life kind of go the way I want? That's actually more the personality's take. That's its avenue. But that's not your soul's avenue. Your soul's avenue is, I want you to know me. Your soul is dying, is begging for you to know it. And your soul is what has moved mountains, has made relationships, has created synchronicities in order for you to find yourself here in this dialogue and showing up, right? You woke up this morning. That's a miracle. So when you do wake up in the morning, experience yourself as that miracle. Experience yourself as that expansive amazingness, that all of this is conspiring to have you live and experience this experience. Not to become contracted through the fears of your separateness, but to expand into the nature, because that's what God's energy is doing. And I'm using that word just as a word that everybody understands. We could easily use the word dog. It is the same word, just backwards anyway. I always say that dog is God backwards. So whatever the word, it doesn't matter. I'm just using that word because we know it. But whatever God is for you. So you could also make it analogous to life. You could say, okay, life with a capital L. It's that which the personality mind doesn't understand. But that which you can sense through the magnificence of your own heart beating, through the magnificence that your eyes open in the morning. That's pretty wild. It's not like you did that, right? It's not like that you stood over yourself and said, hey, baby, it's time to open your eyes. Wake up now. But something does that. Something wakes you up. So at the very least, you have these two forces inside. At the very least, you have the entity that was born out of the belief of separation. And then you have your grand expansive nature that is saying, look up, baby, look up, look here. Remember, you're not separate. Remember, you're part of this great magnificence. And this magnificence is conspiring to support you. And is holding you right here, right now, in the ground that holds you, in the chair that holds you, in the air that's abundant enough for you to breathe.